Hello, this is Pastor Roland checking in to see how you're doing. What I want is for you to start doing better. A lot of you have challenges, issues, okay? So, may I recommend a little bit of prayer, which you already know. Some of you are coming to my website or listening to my radio program or watching my YouTube videos. You know that's what I'm going to say, a little bit of prayer. Couldn't hurt, right? Couldn't hurt. But some of you have trouble praying, and I know why. Okay, I know why, and I can help you. So pay close attention. This is very important. Okay, this is very, very important. The reason why you have trouble praying is because you're lost between your ears. That's where most people spend their time, lost between their ears. Well, you know what? When you're lost between your ears, lost in a daydream, worrying about the future, reliving the past, planning and scheming, okay, you're separated from reality to some extent. And that's not good. Just for example, you could be driving down the freeway and lost in a daydream about something or worrying about something or reliving the past. You know how we say, why did she say that to me and why did he have to do that? And next time she says that to me, well, I'll say that to her. And then, see, you could drive right past the exit on the freeway that you're looking for. I'll never forget I was teaching a class and there was one fellow in there and he said he blew right through a stop sign. He said it was a real wake-up call for him. He got a ticket, traffic ticket. He says that what he was doing was he'd had a hard day at work, a lot of things had happened, and he was thinking about what had happened, and he didn't even see the stop. Did I say stop sign? I meant stop light. He went right through a stop light because he was thinking about work. So you got the idea. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You can lay down at night. You want to go to sleep and your mind is whirling. Whirling, whirling, whirling. Okay? Thoughts, images. See? Well, so what are you going to do about that? Well, so it's very hard to pray in that condition, which is the condition that we're in most of the time. What we do is we go out into the world, we make a mistake. We resent seeing our mistake, then we hide in thinking. And we think, well, I can plan so the next time this or next time that, or we're trying to rearrange the past. Or then we just escape into pure fantasy. You know, music, maybe with the help of drugs or marijuana, pure fantasy. But eventually those thoughts become stronger and stronger the more you surrender. See, first you surrender just to escape, because you don't want to see the mess you made out of things. But the more you surrender, the more you're lost in thinking. The more you're lost in thinking, the more mistakes you make in reality. You see what I mean? So it's a snowballing effect, so that's not good. So you all know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? And you also know that it's hard to, so here's the point I'm making, it's very hard to pray in that condition because God is in reality. So if you realize two little things from this video, it could be the beginning whole change of your life. Number one, you're way too lost between your ears. See, lost in the fantasy land. Visualizing and imagining and worrying and see, reliving the past, trying to rearrange things in your mind, trying to rearrange the past to make it come out more like the way you wanted, that sort of thing, or just plain old worrying, or you're lost in fantasy. Not good, okay? And the second thing important point is that God is in reality. Okay? You're not going to find God down in your thinking. You're not going to find him in your imagination. See? And if you go somewhere and have a bunch of emotions, get all excited and jumping up and down or crying a bunch of tears, getting all excited, all emotional, well, did you know that emotions also separate you from reality? You know how have you ever tried to reason with somebody that's angry? Can't do it. They're separated by the emotion of anger. How about somebody that's in love? Okay, they're in love. And you try to warn them, that guy's not good for you. He's no good. They don't want to hear it. What you need is a little bit of mental distance. You need to be able to stand back from your thoughts so you're not lost in them. Snapping out, snapping out, snapping out of your thoughts, snapping out of your daydream. Continually snapping out. See? And till they begin to lose their power, those thoughts lose their power to distract you, to fascinate you, or to pull you away into a dream world, or to torment you, or whatever they're doing. They begin to lose their power every time you stand back from the thought. You're no longer in the thought. Now you're the observer of thought. See how simple that is? Okay, well, would you like to be able to do that? Well, the meditation that I have will help you with that. It's just a very simple little meditation. Just takes a few minutes to learn, and then once you learn it, then you can use it. Okay? 5 minutes in the morning when you get up, and maybe a minute or two during the day and in the evening. Okay? Then once you start to meditate, you'll begin to live more and more in reality, less and less in daydreams, pipe dreams, nightmares. Okay? Daymares. The more you live in reality, see, then the more control you have over reality. The more you'll be able to face reality with some poise, instead of becoming upset. The less emotional you'll be, the more reasonable you'll be. See? And your life will begin to sort itself out. So what you need to do is to get the meditation that I have. It's that simple. Okay? Now I have a lot of books. I have 18 books that you can get. Okay? And I'm available sometimes for consultation. But basically, I only want to talk to people who have listened to me on the radio, watched some of my YouTube videos, and tried the meditation. Okay? Otherwise, you're probably just too emotional, too lost in your thinking that I can't even reach you. Okay? So calm down, settle down, listen to a couple of my radio programs, maybe watch a video or two. Get the meditation. It's free. It's called the Easy Meditation. Okay? And then you can start to the process of getting out of being lost in thinking. You know that'd be good, don't you? I mean, you know yourself intuitively that if you weren't lost in worry, you'd be better off. If you weren't lost in all those negative thoughts, you'd be better off. See? Okay? All right. Well, try the meditation, listen to my radio program, watch some of my YouTube videos, and you'll be on your way. You may not need to talk to me. Talking to me is basically good for people who've begun meditation. They begin to see things. Things begin to surface. They begin to realize. They start coming up to reality. What a relief it is. How nice it is to come back to reality. It's beautiful. Okay? But once in a while, they have a little something that they have a question about, okay, or an issue that they would like some of my thoughts on, or sometimes people get stuck a little bit, they're a little bit stuck on how to meditate or something like that. Well, then I can help, okay? But you may not need me for anything. You may just watch a couple of my videos, read a couple of my books, and listen to my radio program, and start meditating, and you might be on your way.